So, hello from Venezuela. Um, I guess that I've been here for 6 days already, and this is the first Carseat Flail, like official Carseat Flail without Becky. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but before I used to do this on my own, back when my life was awful. And then it became awesome because of her. So I'm probably gonna make this short because it's been an awful day for me. Not so much because I'm back here, but because my grandmother is very sick, and I'm actually thankful that I actually got to see this episode because it took my mind away for a little bit and a little bit of normalcy of what my life used to be back when I was in the States. And it was a good episode to have. It was a great episode. I loved it. I really love how everyone was dressed. Everyone was up to their nines today. And usually I get distracted that I don't really look for the case file, and I just look for the case file in the second viewing. But today was really, really there, and it has so much production value for me, which is something that I always look for. And it's really entertaining. And I'm going to talk about the ending of the episode later. But the things that I really, really liked from this episode was, the way that they were relating to each other was really good. And you can see that they have settled in to living together or spending a lot of time together if they're not officially in the same place living together. The whole gag in the beginning, in the teaser, where he's playing with the remote control and seeing her, oh my god, like I can't even think about, yeah. I'm never gonna think about her and anything else but underwear. That's how Kate Beckett turns people into gay people. And I'm totally stealing this from Kai, but yeah, it was great that way. I knew a lot of people that were actually acting in this episode, which was really funny for me because some of them weren't really acting, they were just being themselves. And one of them was the mother of the kid that killed his dad, and Catherine Dent. She's actually like super talented director that she worked for the AFI Directing Workshop for Women, which was something that I did last year, and she's like that. She's like the same expressions all the time. She's just that person. And there were a couple of extras that I saw that I'm like, oh, I've worked with them, and it was really fun. And then I feel like now that I want to talk about the ending of the episode and the whole foreshadowing that they did, it's just gearing up to setting us for like a heartbreaking finale, and I'm just preparing myself psychologically, among other things, to see if I can make it to next Monday without, having a stroke. That's a curious choice of words, but yeah, so I just want to say that I really enjoyed the episode. I think it was really smart. It was really well done. I was still expecting, because you're kind of like, and I think I brought this from watching the X-Files, that always like kind of like the penultimate episode is kind of like, it's not going to be the best one of such. And last year we had the zombies one, and it was great, but at the same time it's kind of like, it's not going to be all that moving along the relationship. And I think that this one was really great in that sense, which raises a lot of questions coming the finale of the season, what's going to happen. I think I really hope that we don't suffer too much through the hiatus, though I'm totally expecting it, and I kind of crave it because I feel that if it's well done, it's well done, and it's gonna be worth. And let's just face it, like the offer that she got for this new job that she might or might not take, it's it's amazing. It's bringing justice to the max, and she's walked away a little bit from her pursuit of her mom's killing, and she knows a lot of what happened. And so what happens now with your life? What do you see yourself doing in 5 years other than our desires of having casket babies and all this stuff? So, you know, it's a really valid question, because we've read all these fanfics where we see her forever and ever working for the NYPD, and what if, what happens? And I keep telling Kai and I keep telling Tiff, and I told Becky whenever, that, you know, when they were shooting the ending, like the final day of shooting, Seamus Ever went and said goodbye 12th Precinct, and I kind of felt like, well, when you say goodbye, that's kind of pretty final. Like, why? It kind of hit me, struck me that way, and I kind of hope that I'm just being paranoid and it was just a choice of words and it's not them actually saying goodbye to the precinct, because that would be awful. I just don't know how you can rework a show when the lead goes off to something that wasn't exactly what she was doing to begin with. And I think we've been, you know, warned over doing things like that when things change drastically, such as the lead leaving with Mulder, leaving the show, or shows that go all the way, and then what's the perspective here? Now you are going to work for the government in a different sense, and that's really worrisome. So that's my thoughts about that offer, aside the fact of that ominous promo from CTV where they're discussing if it's going to be a new mission with them together or not. That would be awful. God. This is a really short video compared. I totally miss Becky. I need her banter. Next week, hopefully, we'll have our guest. I work better with a guest. I miss you all. I love you all. Hang in there. It's just one more week for the finale, and then millions and millions of fanfics that are going to happen and keep us occupied. So, bye guys. Thank you for all your well wishes and all your support. It's been great.